What's up, everyone? Happy Friday Eve, or also known as Thursday. What's up, everyone all over the world that's tuning in? Thank you very much for tuning in on Twitch TV/Davrimgaming, and thank you for tuning in on all the MMORPG channels. This is our Thursday night MMORPG.com sponsored stream, and we're going to be playing a game that I played a while ago, a long time ago when it first came out. I've played it on and off since. We created a fresh new character. We're going to play some Star Wars: The Old Republic. I haven't played this game for a bit. I am a massive Star Wars fan. Massive Star Wars fan, so I really do enjoy this game. I like it a lot. And it's free to play. You do have to buy it, obviously. But it's free to play once you buy it, so. Let's get to it then. Fresh new character. Let's see what we get to do. We are doing light side. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember, to be 100% honest with you, how you can like change servers. I'm gonna go out to the character select again, because there was a certain server that I was supposed to be on, and I hope it's the right server that I'm on here. Server selection. I doubt it. I doubt it now. Which one was I supposed to be on? Now I have to look it up. I think it was Jedi Covenant is what I'm supposed to be on. Let me see here. Where was that message? Yep, Jedi Covenant. And I totally created the character on the wrong guy. Oh well. We'll create the character real quick. It's a pretty simple character creation. We're doing light side. We're gonna do the. Actually, I think I want to do the smuggler. I want to do the smuggler. We're doing Rebel. Chicomancer. I like that name. Chicomancer. A little cyborg here. Male. We're gonna do we're gonna do Rebel. I've played Empire. I do like Empire. It's just a buddy of mine is actually the one who wants me to play. And he's already playing and is on the Rebel Alliance. So that's why we're gonna be doing Rebel Alliance. Let me get through this real quick. I like that one. Cybernetics, which, no, that's disgusting. Gross, no, those are gross. I think we're gonna go back to that one with the patch. That's the one that works best. Why does Cybernetics change his mustache? That's super odd. What's the last one? Yeah, it adds a mustache. That's really weird. You like Commandos? Yeah, I've never played the Commando. I was actually, last time I was last time I played, I was, yeah, that's perfect. Last time I played, I was actually working at, oh, that's a lot of cyborg stuff all over me. Is there another one that I like? Maybe this one? No, I like the one-eyed. I was playing, Dark Side, I believe, last time, and I was playing the Sith tank Jedi, or the Sith jet, whatever, the Sith, the evil lightsaber wielding tank. That's who I was playing last time. I don't remember his name. Let's see. See if it takes my name that I just deleted the character. There we go, whatever. Juggernaut, Juggernaut, that's who I was playing. I was playing the Juggernaut last time. And then I started playing, right before I stopped, I was playing the Empire's version of the Smuggler. The healing, like the engineer med guy, which was a lot of fun. Yeah, Juggernaut was a lot of fun. Here's the thing. I've been playing Jedi games for a very long time. And I'll be 100% honest with you. Though I love lightsaber wielding, chop things up, I'm kind of burnt out on playing Jedis and lightsabers. There are so many other fun things to do, like the Commando. So many other fun things to do in Star Wars games. You just have to get over, it's a Star Wars game and I don't have to play someone with a lightsaber. I just don't have to do it. Did it reset my graphics? Because that would be gross. What does this say? Turn off for performance. If this computer can't handle this stuff on full, please. Yeah, I mean, I started in the Star Wars MMO world back in Star Wars Galaxies, which I still feel is the best Star Wars MMO ever made. The problem is Sony kind of destroyed it. So it's like, I love that game, and I never played a Jedi in it because it was nearly impossible. Yeah, till they changed it. Exactly. Till Sony got rid of LucasArts and destroyed it. That's when it became bad. Awful. But anyways, what I was going to say was, I never unlocked the Jedi. Obviously, until they changed it, and then everyone could be Jedi, and then the game just became stupid. But I never unlocked the Jedi. I played a doctor and a combat medic. And so many people were focused on, like, bounty hunter. And I need to unlock Jedi and play Jedi. And I'm like, it's a Star Wars game. There's a lot more to the Star Wars universe than you know, just playing a Jedi. Okay, why can't I talk to this guy? Am I supposed to watch this entire thing? Is that what's supposed to happen? Alright, I'll watch it all. Blink, blink. But yeah, I've got two, like, level 60s on, I've got two level 60s on, the other server. One is the Juggernaut, and the other is, I don't remember what the other guy was. I don't know what the max level is in this game. I haven't played the newest release, but I've got two level 60s. I know that. I believe they're 60. I just looked at the character selection earlier. I feel like it wants me to watch through all this because, well, you know. I kept talking to the guy now. Ooh, the Wookiee Master Swordsman. Those were cool. I never really understood the Wookiee Master Swordsman. They just kind of seem all big and lumbering, but they did look cool. And oh, here we go. And that style of fighting was kind of cool. We'll play dumb. Separatists are invading this village, attacking everyone who isn't one of them. I need to turn this up a little bit because I can't hear. Okay. Name's Scotland. I'm picking up those. Yeah, I played not Twi'lek. It was the Zabrak, and I played a doctor and a combat medic. This village used to be safe, but the Separatists are taking over. If I were you, I had my own little hospital in a big player city that I could just heal people in.
Who are these people? What are they after?
Separatists want to break away from the Republic. Judging from all the explosions, they're serious about the idea. Smells like the bombing's getting closer. The Separatists will be right on top of us any minute.
Don't worry, I have a blaster.
As soon as I have those blasters, you'll be free to fly.
Skavik, we've got a big problem. Separatists took over the local air defense cannon.
Oh, slow down, Corso. What are you talking about?
They deployed some kind of remote control stations, hijacked the cannon's targeting computer. Damn Separatists just destroyed an incoming Republic transport.
I'm sure the Republic troops will get everything under control.
They've already got their hands full. Separatist rocket launchers just attacked the Republic walker. Knocked it down hard. With those remote control stations, the Separatists can override the air defense cannon's computer. Turn that firepower against us anytime they want.
It's bad news, Captain. The Separatists will blast you out of the sky even if you think about taking off.
The Separatists have remote control stations all over the area. You'll probably have to hit several before they lose control of that cannon.
Pardon me, but my trigger finger needs a little exercise.
Good luck. Hope we see you again.
Can I have the Millennium Falcon? I see it behind you. Sir, it's right there. Can I have it? Right there. I see it. The Millennium Falcon. See this thing right here? Well, it's kind of the Millennium Falcon. Can I have it? Someone, please. It's the fastest ship in the galaxy. Right. Oh, player housing plus cities. It was amazing because you could even have your own like you even had the ability to have your own like politicians. Like politicians had there was a role in the game, right? So that was really cool that they actually took the time. Let me turn this up a little bit. Let's get it like that should be good. They even had the ability to, you know, run their own cities. It was really cool. Okay, I need to figure out where I'm going. Purple thingy. Why were you flashing? I don't know. No-go control sector. What? Can I have a map? Okay. Is my bot up and running? Hold on one second. Oh, it probably is. I'm just probably not looking at... One moment. I need to change the settings here. Alright, that's better. Okay, cool. Got it. Hopefully they've got everything set up on the MMORPG side that my bot is gonna, you know, properly work tonight.
HQ, this is forward recon. Do you copy? HQ. Blast. Thought I had him. You look like you know your way around a blaster.
So Chicomancer, do you play Old Republic, or do you still? I know you're talking about it. You still play it?
What's a hero make these days?
More than me, citizen. That sounds fair, then listen up. A cracked separatist militia has taken over this village.
More than you. Does that sound fair? I don't know what you make.
They've got experts in there with serious jamming equipment.
I suggest you start yelling really loud.
Look, I got a job that needs doing, and I need help doing it. My mission is to deliver recon on this village, but I can't report anything through this interference. I need those separatist jammers neutralized.
Gotcha.
So
Yeah, I played it for a few months when it first came out, and then I kind of stopped playing it, and then I came back.
Back here. I'll see if I can requisition some equipment you could use.
And then I came back, and then, you know, I've been off and on. I like to play it when I've got friends playing, so lucky shot. Okay, what do I have here? Flurry of bolts, quick shot. What is this? Recuperate allows you to catch your breath, recovering your health. Increases your target critical range cooldowns. Okay. Okay, I want to go to the mailbox because I know since I like got a whole bunch of craziness on this when it first came out, I got some stuff in the mailbox. So where is it? It is mailbox. Here we go. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. Can I just collect all? All checked messages, attachment. Alright. So if I hit I, that's what I thought. Okay. Right. Just go ahead and wait. I. You lack the skill. Okay, I don't have the skill for that. Well, that just kind of filled up my inventory, didn't it? I have an asteroid droid. Okay, boom. I forgot I had all this crap. Yeah, get rid of that. Get rid of that. That was probably a mistake to open all that. Yeah, I mean, I completely agree with you on that. I'm a huge fan of multiplayer, and that's kind of like my plan is to, you know, play with friends, not play with people, not just sit here and play by myself, because, you know, that's not fun. Take all. So yeah, I'll be playing with people. Yeah, I haven't got to play in the PvP in this game, so I'm anxious to see. Locked in collections. I don't know what that means. God, this is a whole bunch of crap. What is the difference between these two? Top of the right click. Okay, what's this one? Alright, we're just gonna keep this stuff in here. Need to find like a bank. Oh yeah, I've got gloves too. There we go. There we go. Yeah, it is a beautiful game, and I'm always like, I'm an MMO streamer, so you know, being able to play multiple MMOs is nice. I like to switch around. We play mostly like Trove and Rift and stuff because I'm partnered with Tryon, but you know, this is another free-to-play game, so it's another opportunity for me just to have some fun in a game in a world that we all love in Star Wars. Bum ba dum bum. Yeah, it's one of those things for me. It's like, it's free to play, so it doesn't hurt to install it and play it from now and again, because, you know, I already bought the game. Why not, you know, why not play it? Well, that one respawned quite quickly, didn't it? Yeah, Rift's a lot of fun too. Again, it's another one of those games that unfortunately hasn't been. It's been out for a bit, so like there's not a whole lot of people playing it, but there's still a good portion of people who play it. Take back, dispatch separatist forces. Okay, and we need to go down this way, so we'll kill separatist forces on our way. But yeah, there's a lot less people on the game now, obviously. But that's to be expected from a game that's been out for a bit. Pum pum pum. Yeah, that's probably what I would intend to. Just shoot it.
Captain, you there? It's Corso. We got trouble back at the hangar.
Is my ship all right?
For now, but maybe not much longer. Separatists are busting into the hangar. We're giving them a warm welcome, but we could use a hand. Skavik, get over here. Help me seal this hangar door. Skavik, what are you...
Well, that's not good. Let's be clear about that. That's not good. Alright, let's go straight across. We have more separatists to kill. Hold on, I'm doing something. Please stop shooting me. Stop, please. Alright. Now I can shoot you. Wonder if this class gets a little heal bot like the Empire got like a little heal bot, if I remember right. Kind of floats around and does fun things. I did like that class. I need a bigger gun! Achievement completed. What else we got? We need to cross away or disable the signature. So, if I hit C, what's C? Okay, these are all... Fishing outfits. Oh, good God. Oh, okay. That's right, since I don't pay for it, I've got, you know... combat proficiencies with this. What's this. Yeah, that's the one that I want to do. I want to do this one right here. That's what I want to do. I want to be able to heal. That's the plan. Okay. Close that. Alright, I guess I'll kill you guys too. Wonder if he's on. I guess not. Send him a message here, let him know I'm online. Dun, dun, dun. What do I need to go down this way. Up here. Oh, hi. Hi. Please stop killing me. There's 3 of you and only 1 of me. Okay. Right. Whoa, we got another thing that just popped up over here. Return to... Oh, we returned to Sergeant. Gotcha. Oh, cut it out. You were looking at him over there. Why'd you turn and attack me? You were clearly attacking the troops over there. You didn't have to turn at me. You didn't have to. Sweet. Alright. I always forget if it... Yeah, it loots all. Okay. Excellent.
Glad you made it back in one piece.
I am too.
Thanks to you, we're cutting through the Separatist interference. Be reporting back to base in no time. Here, a little something from our private stock. Watch your hide out there, hero.
Thank you. Level 3. Do I get any points or anything? Okay, no, okay. Okay, so we need to go back to the hangar area. Bum 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 bum. Oh, well, it's kind of overtaken, isn't it? I guess they did say that. Or they said it was happening. They didn't really say it happened. I need some of my healing abilities. This is really taking it out of me, huh? Well, that was cool. Little pistol spin. It's pretty funny.
Feels like a gundark used my skull as a drum. Thanks for saving my hide, Captain.
Is my ship okay? Apparently not.
Skavik helped those separatists get in here. He stabbed us in the back.
That scum stole my ship.
He took all the weapons too. He and the separatists must have been planning this all along. Hang on.
You guys really suck at being, you know,
I don't believe this. Skavik
military guards. You just let them not only take the ship, but all your guns.
mounted rangefinder.
Aside what's on there.
Skavik.
Forget your stupid blaster. What about my ship?
He's not getting away with this. Come on. Come on, pick up, blast you.
Bro, it doesn't work.
Oh, what's the matter, Corso? Did I hurt your feelings? You're thankful you're alive, kid.
Do you have any idea who you're messing with?
What makes you think I care? On behalf of Ord Mantell's glorious freedom fighters, I thank you for your blasters, your ship, and a big laugh. Have a nice day.
I think you're celebrating a little early.
It's no use. He cut the comm channel. He always was good at making an exit.
Yeah, he's not
This
exiting.
blaster, but I guess it's
We're
not
getting the
as
ship
bad as
back.
an old Starship. I feel for you, Captain. Listen, Skavik and I were working for a guy named Vito. When he finds out Skavik's a separatist, he'll want revenge just like you. Do yourself a favor and go talk to Vito in Fort Garnick. I guarantee he'll help get your ship back.
Forts tend to be full of people I prefer to avoid, kid.
Not to worry. The Republic Army runs Fort Garnick, but they let the boss do as he pleases. He keeps their supply lines open. Vito's a smart guy with connections everywhere. If anybody can find your ship, it's him.
All right, well,
To lock down the
I
thing,
suppose we're
I'll
going to
send
him.
Vito a hollow and tell him what's up.
Bum,
Fort
bum,
Garnick isn't
bum.
far from here. I'll
Bum,
see you
bum,
and Vito
bum,
there soon,
bum.
Captain.
Gee, thanks. All right. Should have got a new gun there. We did. I'm trying to think. The game that I'm really that I actually was looking forward to coming out. It's already out, and that is. Ooh, let's put that back on. And that's the. What is it? The new Final Fantasy. Yeah, that's the new Final Fantasy, and I haven't got it yet. I'm looking forward to it. That's the big one that I'm looking forward to coming out. I don't really want to commit to that, actually. That was the big one that was coming out that I was looking forward to the most. However, I haven't got it yet. As far as other games, not so much on PC at the moment. I am looking forward to Destiny 2. But I am looking forward to the Xbox One X. There's several games such as Anthem on there that I'm looking forward to. But Destiny 2 is one that I am quite looking forward to seeing when it comes out. But I've seen a lot of people playing Final Fantasy, and I beta tested Final Fantasy Online. And then I played it for maybe a month or so after release. It just wasn't my style. However, a lot of people have assured me that a lot of things have changed on it since then, and that I should give it another try. So, it's on my list. It's on my list of things that I need to do. I've just been so preoccupied with Trove and Rift You know, I play a little Minecraft now and again, on Sunday I do my shooter Sundays and play, you know, Overwatch and Rainbow Six and Titanfall 2. So yeah, I've got a lot of games that I currently actively play, and I don't like to bounce around a whole lot. But wait, the light side is growing stronger. Okay, that's good because that's what we want. Yeah, I heard they revamped it. I just didn't give it a, like, I was really just not having it when it first came out, and when they announced the revamp, I was still a little just kind of like, ugh, I don't want to go back. I don't want to go back. There's nothing they can do that will make me change my mind. And I've gotten a little older since then, and I've just kind of decided, alright, that's not the attitude to have towards a video game that's a lot of people play, and a lot of people like. So, I'll give it a go. I'll give it a go again. I just gotta find all my discs and stuff. I gotta find all the discs. Alright, let's see here. Do you know the right people? Wow, okay, that's not a very nice thing to say.
I assume you can point me to these right people, maybe for a small fee?
Ashes of Creation. I need to look that one up. I have heard the name. I haven't looked too much into it. But I have heard the name. And I have heard several of my friends talking highly about it, so I do need to look that one up. But yeah, Destiny 2, as of right now, is probably the game I'm looking most forward to. Obviously, Destiny 1 not on PC, so that was kind of a deterrent for me, because I don't own a platform that could play it. But knowing that it's going to be on Blizzard servers, Battle.net servers, and also knowing, you know, it's going to be on PC now and such like that, I'm really looking forward to that one. A lot. Like, I don't think I can express how much I'm looking forward to that one. What are these? Oh, those are med packs. What did you just do, lady? Put this here, let's put this one in 0. Med packs. I really need to find a spot that I can, like... Okay, I can use some of this stuff. I just need to find a place that I can just drop all this crap. That's not helpful. This I can destroy because it's only for the Sith side. There's so much crap that I need to, This can go away. Wait, hold on. Can I use 2 blasters? Standard issue shotgun. Hold on 1 second, guys. Someone's at my door. I'll be right back. Sorry about this. Sorry about that, everyone. I heard the doorbell once, and I'm like, okay, whatever, I'm just going to ignore it. And then they're like banging on my door, and I'm just like, holy crap. Please, people. Ooh, thermal grenade. So sorry about that. I had to run. Been making gold on WoW to pay for Destiny 2 with WoW tokens. Yeah, that'll do it. I used to play WoW. I played WoW up until about, I would say, 2 months ago, and then I kind of stopped. I just got tired of the... I played the expansion, or the content, release of, oh, when they added the new dungeon to, like, and lead up to Tomb of Sargeras. I played it on that one, and, you know, I was just done and tired with the artifact grind. Like, I had beaten all the raids. I had beaten, well, not all, like, I didn't beat, like, mythic level, but I'd beaten the raids. I had done all the dungeons all the way up, even with the new mythic levels. Beat them all the way up to mythic, what was that? Mythic plus like 10. And it was just, I was just tired of the artifact grind. That's really what it came down to. I was like, if the only thing you gave me in this large content patch was a new area and basically more artifact grinding, I'm like, I'm done with you. Like, I loved Legion. I was just so burnt out on the artifact grind.
Welcome, Captain. I'm Vidu. Corso told me we've had a rough day. How about a drink to wash away our worries? Here's a toast to my favorite things. The best collection of artworks and exotic...
How am I supposed to drink through this helmet?
And here's to the stupid separatists who destroyed it all. Between them and that backstabber Skavek, I am thoroughly ruined. The blasters Skavek stole in your ship belong to Rogan the Butcher. As employers go, he's not the most forgiving.
That's a tough break. I'm sorry.
Feel sorry for yourself. I'm working for him.
Yeah, I didn't, I didn't really, I played a little of the Demon Hunter. I'm a very much a support player, so I played tank and healer a lot. I wasn't a huge fan of DPS. I did enjoy the Demon Hunter tank, but my main was a paladin, and he both healed and tanked, and that was kind of my thing.
And those stolen blasters. I've got an idea of where to start looking for Skavek. There's a guy named Reiki who's an expert on separatists.
Oh yeah.
Problem is,
Yeah, I was just, and for me it was just, I was done. I didn't have anything left on my character to do other than the artifact, and then higher level mythics and stuff, which I did appreciate that they added the level increase with the mythics and even with the rating and stuff. I did appreciate that. It was just I needed something else to keep my attention, and saying you have to grind more artifact was not what was going to keep my attention.
I'll bust Reki out of that village. Can't be that hard.
forget about it.
It's a love-hate relationship, yeah.
I'm friendly with the Republic commander in charge of the...
Yeah, and it's one of those things, I wasn't getting $15 a month enjoyment out of it, nor did I have the time to put into grind for WoW tokens, so it was just like, nope.
I'd kill those scum just for kicks.
Good. One less detail to worry about. Riki's village is running out of basic supplies thanks to the Republic blockade. Things are getting desperate in there. I'll pull together a survival.
Yeah, one of the reasons I kind of moved over to like Trove, even though it's a very simple game, there's no complex stuff about it. I just like to be able to play with a lot of people, a lot of community members. I like the open building in it, and I'm just kind of sitting back and waiting for the next the next great MMO to kind of come out and like steal my attention. Right, that's kind of what I'm waiting for. Like my the very first MMO I played, I've actually played 2 about the same time. I first played Ultima Online, and I beta tested EverQuest in 1998, and I still have an active sub to EverQuest because EverQuest is still my favorite MMO of all time. The problem is it doesn't lead well to content creation and streaming because there's not a lot of action, right? It's a lot of sitting, and unless you're an old school EverQuest player, you don't really enjoy watching people play EverQuest. So, you know, I still play it on and off. Plus, I like to play PlanetSide sometimes. But I'm waiting for another MMO that just grabs me like EverQuest did, like WoW did when I beta tested and played that. But I haven't found one. And you said Ashes of Creation looks really good, so I'll have to look at that. Another game, another massive multiplayer online free game that I've been kind of flirting with is Skyforge, which is a relatively new game. It's on PS4, but it's also on PC, and it is free to play. Very interesting, actually. Does require grouping, you can't solo everything. There's a decent PvP system, it seems like, in it. So I do want to spend some time actually looking into that game as well. I just haven't yet. I've played a little bit. The problem is on PC, you can't buy the other classes. You have to fight to unlock them. On PS4, you can just buy all of them. See, EverQuest for PS2 wasn't... It was EverQuest, but it wasn't at the same time. Like, the original EverQuest, which, what I was really excited about was they just brought back Legacy servers. Daybreak Games just did Legacy servers on EverQuest. So that's what I've been going back and playing, because I don't really like their new content. I like the old original EverQuest content, and that was, like, the best time. And, so I went, I play the old stuff again.
You look like a professional. We need that. One of my boys dozed off on guard duty last night. Let the fort's stock of medicine get stolen. We don't get that medicine back, then good Republic soldiers are gonna leave Ord Mantell in body bags.
Any idea who took the medicine?
Sleepyhead claims he woke up as the thief was making her escape. Only saw the back of her, but she looked like a Cathar. Cathar are aliens, sort of.
Well, I figured.
That live nearby. Some were driven out of their homes from the fighting. The refugee camp is a good place to start. Please hurry. Good soldiers' lives depend on this medicine.
Okay. Alright. Is this right here? Yeah, you know what? That's been brought up a lot to Blizzard, and here's the thing. Here's the thing. For players, it would be fantastic, because there would be a lot of people that would come back and play it. Here's what Blizzard's looking at. Is if you're going to come back and you're going to play the old stuff, you're not going to buy the new stuff, because you want to play the old stuff. Which means that's a revenue stream that they're not going to get. However, in my opinion, they're going to, because you can't just make vanilla servers free to play, right? EverQuest hasn't. All games that have vanilla servers are always the premium, like you pay to play on them. Their other servers may be even like free to play, but the legacy stuff is always paid for. So I think they would actually make quite a bit of money on these subscriptions that people would pay to come back, you know.
Someone stole some medicine. I'm looking for the thief.
Sleeping guard must have sent you. Yeah, I saw the guard sleeping at his post, and I took the medicine too.
Wow, you just kind of openly gave yourself up, didn't you, Kitty?
See, I took the supplies to help the refugees. More and more of them are dying every day. The Republic won't help. So when I saw the guard sleeping, I helped myself. But then the Separatists took the medicine from me. Now they have it, and we don't. So here's the deal. You agree to bring the supplies to me so I can give them to the refugees, and I'll tell you which way the Separatists went. Unless, of course, you'd rather the Separatists keep the medicine.
What's the upside for me?
If I could pay you to bring the medicine back, I wouldn't have stolen it in the first place. I'm I'm tired of being bullied.
I get your child. Give me your child and I'll sell it.
Out of their homes. The soldiers come and extort money out of them.
No, I'm light side. I can't do that.
Someone's driven out of here only
I'm the light side.
taxed
Right.
on the way here. But they won't suffer for lack of medicine. Not if
No deals threaten the child. Yeah, that would definitely be the light side.
Medicine.
Sorry for the guilt trip. But I hope you realize you're doing the right thing. Raiso here, at least, will be grateful. The Separatists fled to Talaran village. Please hurry.
I love how I thought
Position.
of
I'll do it blindfold.
I love how I thought, okay, threaten the child, take the child for slavery, something like that. And the game is like, oh yeah, that's the dark side option. Should have played dark side, right? Born to play dark side. Can't wait till I have a mount. Those things are huge. Dum 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 bum 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 bum. Okay, what's this way? Actually, let's go this way and no, this way. Old school walker. I mean, they could even do something evil like, I mean, I say evil, people would still come back and play. They could even be like, okay, WoW tokens don't work. Like, you know what I mean? They could be like, WoW tokens don't work for legacy content, you know? That would be hard to do. But I'm sure they could find a way. Like, you have to have a paid monthly subscription to do it. And people would pay it. Absolutely, people would pay it. I mean, heck, I would pay it. Heck yeah, I would go back and play Legacy WoW. Oh! Alright, that says, okay, it says dirty kick. I'm like, that was a nut shot. Alright. That's fair. What is this quest? Look for stolen medicine. There it is. I wish like Daybreak Games would resurrect the original Star Wars Galaxies. I don't know if they own the rights to it. That's the issue. I'm not sure if they like. Obviously, they got it from Sony, but I don't know if they own the rights to it. Can I just throw this down somewhere? Well, that's cool. I think those are in my collection. I don't think I actually need to sit here and have them in my inventory. I'll have to check. Yeah, I don't know if they still own the rights to it. Like, I don't know if that was part of the Daybreak Games purchase of that, because obviously Sony had already kind of, you know, decommissioned Star Wars Galaxies before that acquisition, I believe. So I'm not 100% sure if Daybreak Games actually got the rights to Star Wars Galaxies. There used to be a legacy server out there somewhere. Obviously, it's kind of, you know, against the rules to play on those kind of servers, but there was definitely one out there somewhere, because I found it one day. It was Legacy Star Wars Galaxies server that was back. It wasn't all the way back, but it was pretty close. It was definitely not to the point where, you know, you had the class-based system. You still had the points and the talent trees, where you had to kind of, you know, level up and go up through there. Yeah, that was my issue. They didn't really have a simple, like, For example, a lot of people play on the private server Project 1999 for EverQuest. They have a very easy way of getting it installed and ready to go for you. Like there's a patcher and everything, real simple. That Star Wars Galaxy's private server did not, unfortunately, have that. And since I just started to, you know, I decided to kind of start doing content creation and streaming, you know, it is against terms of service to play on private servers. So for me, it was one of those things. Yeah, I could play in my off time, but I don't really have a lot of off time because I unfortunately still have like a desk job. So like, it just didn't make sense to me. Hold on one second. I want to move this. I just realized that this is probably not the best position for my face. There. Much better. For Star Wars Galaxies, I feel like that's where it should be. For other games, no. Or for Star Wars Old Republic. Again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. We're going to be going for about another 2 hours or so on our Thursday night. I usually stream from 7 to 10 p.m. just about every weekday, aside from Wednesday. That's my off day, although sometimes I do a bonus stream. And I do stream on weekends as well, a little more extended. You can check out the full schedule if you come to my channel. And that's twitch.tv/Davrimgaming. So if you enjoy what you see here on the MMO RPG sites, feel free to pop over to Twitch TV/Davrimgaming and check me out there, where you can catch me the rest of the week. I appreciate everyone tuning in. Wonder what the server population is in this game right now. I didn't check that when I logged in and looked at the server lists. I'm curious. I'm curious how many active players this game still has. Because I'm super tempted to get Final Fantasy. Super duper tempted. Because I've seen some... I need to watch some more streamers play it so I can really get a feel for how the game is now. Because I also have Elder Scrolls Online, which I also enjoy playing. And I haven't spent a lot of time, so... But Final Fantasy seems to have more of a player base than Elder Scrolls Online right now, so... And Elder Scrolls Online doesn't really have much of an end game. I don't know if Final Fantasy does, but Elder Scrolls definitely does not have much of an end game. Their PvP system sucks.
Receiving incoming transmission. Comlink established.
Chico Manzer, thank you very much for coming by, punching down that follow button, and becoming the newest member of the Davrimgaming Corps. Thank you very much, my friend. Appreciate it. I really appreciate it so much because a lot of people will come in and follow immediately.
Their husbands died.
Why I appreciate your follow is because you sat here, you chatted, you watched what we had. You even sat through my extended break dealing with people at my door. And then you push the follow button. So I really appreciate that. Thank you very much.
The only place to find personnel data like that is at Manat Point. I used to acquire quality goods at a discount on Manat Point.
Acquire? So that means you stole them.
The island's warehouses. I kept detailed schematics of every maintenance passage and tunnel there. Unfortunately, I had to abandon those schematics when I fled Manat Point.
That sounds cool. I do like the sound of that.
Lost schematics aren't exactly helpful, pal.
I never said they were lost. I'm sure they're right.
Absolutely. You know, that's what I enjoy most about streaming is being able to interact with folks. You know, especially some of my games like Trove and stuff that I play, my viewers actually popping in and playing with me. Like, I love that so much. Love it.
Extraordinarily tedious treatise on bird watching. Don't worry, I'll teach you the code I use to conceal my schematics. You won't die of boredom reading about rare waterfowl.
Rare waterfowl? I love duck.
Because you really don't want to hear this twice.
Alright.
And replace every mention of the Mantelian flutter plume with the number 3. Did you get all that?
That is the most sadistic way to hide information I've ever heard.
Good!
You clearly haven't.
I'm glad that they didn't force us to sit there and watch the whole thing.
Computer station will become clear. Unfortunately, that only solves half your problems. The Separatists
I don't know, Jake. Why are you subscribed to that? Sounds like a you problem.
to decipher their data.
I mean, the folks at MMORPG.com probably appreciate your subscribe, but
Ladies could use some cheering.
I don't know. It sounds like a you problem if you're questioning it.
You sure you want to stay here?
Oh, I can never abandon these darling women. Whatever would they do without me? Be a sport and kill some separatists on your way out of here. Goodbye, Captain.
All right. You. The dude was dying, and my shots were going to the next guy. That's pretty badass. Love it. Bum. All I said is victorious. Oh, that must have been like... I don't even know what this is. What is this? This is something new that didn't exist the last time I played. Well, Jake, that is because it's a YouTube issue that sometimes non-subscribed stuff will show up in your feed because they're, you know, trying to promote good content, you know, like this. So if you wish to leave good content and go watch, you know, stupid children videos on YouTube, by all means. I'm sure the happy unicorns and rainbow ponies out there. Oh, Gary, you killed him, Gary. Would love you to tune into them. But if you ever want to watch actual good content, please, by all means, come back. Alright. Inventory's full. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that that was going to happen because I've got all this junk. I'm just going to get rid of these things because I'm pretty sure if for some reason I'm deleting them and I can't get them back, you know what? Screw it. Unlocked for... Where's my character collection? Where is that? Collections. Okay, let's see what's all in the collection. Alright. Let's... I don't care about that. Go away. Companions. Okay, companion customizations. Pets. Okay, so the pets are in there. Mounts. Which mount is in there? Can I just see collected? Okay, that one's in there. Okay. What was the other item that I had in here that I was questioning? What is this thing? Built to withstand the harshest conditions, this powerful jetpack. It's a jetpack. Is that under special? Okay, all that stuff's been collected. Okay. Promotional items, advanced black, yellow lightsaber. Right, okay, yep, got it. What's under toys? I have no idea. Armor. Oh, I like that. Good look. Okay, so I've collected that. Special. We've got that hat. What is this? This thing does not make it easy to, like, look at things. Alright, well, we can delete all those. What does this do? I don't want those. Goodbye. You want to equip that, though. Alright, I guess we continue on. Where are we heading? We need to head out of here. I think I'm going back in the same way I just came. Which is not the direction we want to go. We want to go this way. I want my shit back! Alright, then we go this way. Yep, okay. Alright. You did. A thermal grenade does a lot of damage. Very nice. Oh, we're about to level, it looks like, huh? Yeah, we are. Okay, cool. Do 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 do. Okay. What the heck? The dashboard. Alright, that's what I want. Bum bum bum. Okay. Streamlabs changed their dashboard. I was trying to figure it out. Bum 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 bum. All right.
You came back. Do you have the medicine?
There you go.
Last med kit. Seems the Separatists didn't live long enough to make much use of them.
This is going to make a huge difference. Really, it's nice to find.
You're welcome, cat lady.
Thank you. I was starting to lose faith that there were any good people left.
I'm not a good person. Well, I'll tell you not to give up hope.
Maybe. It just seems like there aren't very many on Ord Mantell, I guess. Thank you again.
I'm pretty sure Ord Mantell is controlled by like a like the Huts type thing. Could be wrong about that. Gave me a microphone. Right. Okay. Right. Okay. So that's wait. What's this? That's the speeder. So we need to go this way. Okay. Dun 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 dun.
You must be the freighter Captain Vidu's expecting. It's a pleasure to meet you in person. I'm Cyrena.
What's a knockout like you doing in this dump?
I'm here to enhance the aesthetics of
Yes, a cyborg just flirted with you.
looking at pretty things while he works.
Yes.
I heard about what happened with Skavik. Can't say I'm surprised. I told Vidu not to trust that scoundrel. Vidu's putting on a brave face for me, but I can tell he's terrified. Is it bad? Should I be worried?
You don't really expect me to answer that, do you?
If something bad is about to happen, I'd like to be as far away from it.
I should have flirted again.
A little warning is all I ask. I suppose I shouldn't keep you any longer. Vidu might get the wrong idea about us.
If he's gonna suspect anyway.
I can see.
Oh, yeah.
Trouble. We'll have to continue this discussion.
Ooh.
Later.
Okay.
Farewell, Captain.
Done. We'll see you later. You like us. You like the cyborg. Dun 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 ba bum. Okay. In here.
Like already, Captain. Help me and Corso finish this robe of steak. Don't let this fine cut of meat go to waste.
Boss, quit acting like it's your last meal. Rogan the Butcher isn't gonna kill you.
Good to see you again, Corso.
Likewise. Looking forward to working together, Captain.
Nice work in Talaran. We're getting somewhere in this hunt for Skavik.
This dude has a very interesting, like, body structure that they designed. Like, his head is in the center of, like, giant log shoulders. Look at that.
One thing, you have to swim there.
When the Separatists invaded,
Can we have a boat? I don't really want to swim.
Turned it into their private resort.
You'll be walking into the Ranker's Den, Captain.
When I get done there, it'll be a boneyard.
That'll be interesting, since you'll be outnumbered 100 to 1.
Good.
If you download the Separatist computer files onto this datapad and bring it back here, we'll handle the rest.
I'd rather go with you, Captain. My Viroblade's pretty good for chopping Separatists off at the knees. I call it Huey.
I mean, Huey?
I want that slicer kit here before the Captain comes back.
I was going to say, I've got thermal grenades. That should do some damage. But you want to bring your Vibroblade. That you call Huey.
Separatists wiped out
All right.
family a couple of years ago. Corso took it personal.
I bet he cries himself to sleep every night.
I wouldn't say that to his face if I were you. For a lighthearted guy, Corso takes his family very seriously.
Vidu, there's someone named Rogan calling in the holo. He sounds upset.
Oh, that's all I need. Stall him for me, sweetheart. Remember the plan. Disrupt Manet Point's power relays, get inside Reiki's old home, and use those schematics to enter the Separatist base. When you're in, slice into the Separatist computer and download everything onto my database.
Done.
Good luck.
Just give me my ship back. Complimentary major experience boast. Okay. Is that what I got? Okay, yeah, it is. Nice. Okay. Don't need this. Shoot that down. Okay. Let's go. Whoa, we got stuck there. That was fun. Look at this quick shot. So how do I use the shotgun? Like, it says I have one, but I haven't got an ability to shoot it yet, do I? Lucky shots. No? Okay. Whatever. What does this ability do? Do I have a buff bar? Oh, my buff bar is on here. Okay. Oh, lucky shots last for... oh. Okay, lucky shots last for an hour. Well, that's not a horrible thing. Absolutely not. Oh, what's this over here? Let's go talk to the lieutenant. Bum ba dum bum. What do you got for me, Lieutenant Zoram? Oh, my pants flash. I've got like landing lights on my pants.
Did you hear about the bridge to Manet Point?
That's cool.
These foolish separatists think that by blowing up the bridge to Manet Point, they're striking a blow for the people. But all they've created is division, and division is death. Lots of good people got stuck in Manet Point when the bridge went out. The separatists are trying to divide us. Divide and conquer, right? There was a doctor there, J.N. Kett. Brilliant medical man and staunch Republic supporter, essential to our effort. We need someone with the know-how to find him.
Would you pay someone with the know-how?
Dr. Kett is worth a lot to the Republic. Of course we'll pay. Like I said, last contact we had with the good doctor, he was on Manet Point. Seeing as the bridge is out, you'll have to swim the channel. And you'll want to watch out for the separatists on the shore. If you have any luck finding the doctor, try to get him back here. Think you can handle it?
Well, since you promised to pay.
Great. That's the spirit. Yeah, I think we've got a chance at winning this thing.
You know, most guys, most times in Star Wars, like, the people are not going to be like, oh, yeah, I'll pay you, no problem, blah, blah, blah. They're like, what? I guess I just have a way of talking with people. Alright. Let's go take this, this here. 7 of 9. Yeah, I liked the cybernetic customization on the Empire side a lot more than I do on the Rebellion side. I had a really cool looking, like, special agent dude on the Empire side, but
Greetings. You are cleared for the following travel routes. Be safe out there.
bum bum ba-dum bum. I do like how in this game the fast travel is, you get to see everything, right? It's kind of like WoW where you get to see everything from afar, but I don't know, it just, I like it. I've always liked the fast travel in this game. I think it looks real good. Great. Now I have to swim this channel, apparently. I'm a cyborg. You know, electronics, and you're making me swim a channel? What a bunch of jerks. Wow. I want to kick him. Oh, that sound! They really want you to know that that was, you know, that's a nut shot. They want you to know that. Yeah, it didn't release that long. They actually just finished one of their, like, first season events. I think this week, one of their big events. I am impressed by it. The only thing that I don't like is the fact that I can't just get all the classes, right? I would spend 10, 15 bucks to unlock all the classes because the starting classes I do not enjoy playing, which was kind of a, like, I played it a few hours one day and I'm like, this is a big deterrent for me because I don't enjoy the starting classes. I would like access to the other ones, but I can't until I play through the campaign. And that was kind of rough. It was kind of a sour note, but it's definitely a cool game. And even though you can't play with people on PS4, I like that it's multi platform, because that way you know, people who are interested in it, you know, especially for content creators like myself, will tune in because it's still the same gameplay. It's just on a different console. There is a lot of grinding. There is a lot of grinding. Absolutely. But the nice thing is, you know, in the higher level stuff, you need groups. So, you know, and that's one of the big pieces that I enjoy with MMOs is, what is your group ability? For example, this game, as you brought up earlier, you don't really need a group. A lot of the stuff is solo, which is why I kind of just dabble in it when I'm interested in playing a Star Wars game. You know, a good MMO to me really needs that group and or community aspect. Like Trove doesn't have a group aspect really, but it has a community aspect where everyone kind of plays and works together. Yeah, I'm still waiting for, you know, a company to come up with something like a brilliant MMO. We haven't seen one for a bit. I really liked a lot. I really liked Warhammer Online, and I was talking to someone today about it. It bothers me to no end that they were not able to execute on that game and had to shut it down, because it was a fantastic MMO. Yeah, man, this, you know, I just actually installed it last night to play it today because a buddy of mine started playing it and wanted me to play with him a little bit. So I downloaded it last night to get back into it. You know, I was just discussing about, you know, the group ability of games. This game doesn't require you to group. But that's why I play MMOs, right? I want to be able to group with people. But I do like the story in this game. I like this. They have a great line of story. I like the decision-making items in this game where you're making choices. My inventory full. Crap. We can get rid of those. Those stink. We can get rid of those. Those stink. We can get rid of those. Those stink. The conversation things in this game where you know your light and dark side are based on your decisions. I really like that. Yeah, Daok did do the 3 factions correctly, and you're right. The other thing that hurt Warhammer was just the incompleteness of the game, right? So on release, they didn't have it entirely completed. It took them a long time to even. I don't even know because I stopped playing. Because you're right, the PvP was junk. I don't even know if they ever got everything done, like all the major cities and stuff. I'm not quite sure. I kind of lost touch with it. However, that was a big disappointment to me. Was they announced it, I did the beta, and they kept delaying and delaying and delaying the release because it's like, oh, we're not quite done, we're not quite done, we're not quite done. And then it released and it was still not done. I was like, really, guys? Like, you had a planned release date. You kept pushing it, and when you finally did release it, it still was not done. Like, that's just bad form. That's just really bad form. But yeah, the gameplay was fantastic, but you were absolutely 100% correct. The PvP in that game was atrocious. It's kind of like, yeah, Daok did it really well with the 3 factions. I'm not really a huge fan of the ESO PvP. It feels clunky to me, which was another game that could have potentially done a really awesome job with a 3-faction war. But I don't know, the PvP in ESO it feels bad to me. Yeah, and you're absolutely correct. Like, Warhammer's all about these, you know, if you play the tabletop game, you play the PC game, you know, it's all about these massive armies colliding, and when you limit it to a small group versus a small group for server stability, whatever it is, you take the core name of your game, Warhammer, and you just, like, you kick it in the balls, and you're like, you know, this is what we're doing, and the players are like, but this is not Warhammer. You know, this is not the massive battles on the tabletop or massive battles in the real-time strategy that we love in the name Warhammer. Yeah, I just recently bought Morrowind, which is a great expansion for ESO, and the whole Lagball Zerg is 100% correct. They just released the new, like, what was it? It's like the battle arenas or whatever in ESO, where it's like a small team versus a small team. It kind of feels like a World of Warcraft arena battle. Those might be a little bit better, but in my opinion, it's like the whole thing with your PvP was supposed to be this massive open attack the buildings, the castles, siege warfare, and when you go to a small team of, you know, 5v5 or whatever it is, you lose that feeling, and unfortunately they're not doing a good job on the bigger stuff anyways. Oh, I sit here and just linger on how good Warhammer Online could have been had they executed it.
Sure hope that cipher works.
Oh, they had all the different classes that were a lot of fun. You know, maybe the PvP was unbalanced, but they had a lot more issues than the PvP being balanced, right? So they had a lot more things they needed to work on, but I loved that game. I loved it. I played like I think it was a goblin that made like the turrets, or maybe it was the dwarven engineer that made the turrets. I couldn't remember. I loved it. No, I played the shaman goblin, and I played the dwarf that made the engineer or the turrets. Yeah, well, and it's and fixing games just like ESO, right? When ESO launched, it was garbage. ESO was garbage on launch. And they have done a good job of repairing it and getting player base back with some of the changes they've made. If Warhammer would have taken the time and worked to fix it, I think they were just so far in the hole at that point that they had no interest in. They just cut their losses at that point. You know, Final Fantasy did the same thing. It was not that great on launch. It was okay. It wasn't that great, and they've done a lot of stuff to fix it. And I respect that they don't give up, because they've got players that are still loyal. They've got content creators that are playing, you know, and pushing their product, and they're not giving up. They're like, we're going to keep working on this and trying to get it right. Oh, I love the goblins. The goblins are amazing. Yeah, is it Zakier 13? Is that how you pronounce it? Zakier 13? You're absolutely correct on that. Like that was a huge thing for me in Warhammer, was not every class for every faction was identical, right? There were equivalents, but people were different. People were very different. Classes were very different in that game. And I appreciated that. Okay, good. I got the name right. I'm really bad with names. Why do you keep telling me to go in there? Victims of War. I've just been through this whole building. Is it over here? Did I miss something over here? There's no door over here. Maybe I have to go down. Wait, that's an up. If I go up... like a little ant. Okay, then I go this way. Oh, okay, I missed this part. That's what I missed. Okay, we got it. Now we exit here. Okay. Go down here. But yeah, I mean, the concept of Warhammer Online was so good. And I wish they would have stuck to it like ESO did, like Final Fantasy did, and like a lot of games have. I honestly think they were, at that point, they had pissed off too many people, and they were too far in the hole that they were just like, what if we make another big mistake? You know, how much deeper are we willing to go? You know, we've got our Warhammer RTS stuff. We've got our, you know, the Warhammer name is on that. You know, the Warhammer name is on all the board games. Do we really need to put that much focus around repairing and saving a failed MMO? Which, again, it wasn't too far off, but they may have felt it was too far off. Yes. Don't get me started on EA. EA was part of the original team that made EverQuest. Don't get me started on EA. EA, stick to sporting games. That's what you're good at. Stop ruining good games. Stop ruining good concept games. Go back to Madden.
I'm the cavalry. Let's get you out of this mess.
FIFA.
Who needs saving more than I do. The Republic shouldn't waste its time on one man.
NBA Jam. Leave our MMOs alone.
It's the children. They need me. They're orphans, most of them. Their parents were killed during the fighting over Manat Point.
We were talking about Star Wars Galaxies early in the stream. EA, Sony, Variant, you know, they made EverQuest. Star Wars Galaxies was with Lucasfilms. Sony and EA ruin good games. Ruin them. Lucasfilms is like, we're out, and Sony's like, fine, we don't need you. We don't need you. We're going to make Star Wars Galaxies amazing. Yes, let's make Star Wars Galaxies a great game and remove Lucasfilm. The people who make the Star Wars movies. And look what happened to the game. Look what happened to the game. Now, if you look right here, we have this beautiful Lamborghini. It's amazing. It's beautiful. It has great paint. Just don't have anyone actually take the framework off, because inside is actually a rusted out 1970s Civic. Just don't do it. Leave the nice paint job on. Just don't look under the hood. Okay, you won't be happy with what you see. That's EA and Sony. That's EA and Sony. They get people all hyped and loving the game, and then they're like, we're done. Let's ruin it. It's like they have a time bomb built into their game. They hype it up, they beta test it, people are loving it, and it's just like,
The Republic won't help either. I've seen the corruption in their ranks. They don't care about the people of men.
it's time to blow it up. Let's ruin it. It's like every game. Galaxies was an amazing game on launch when you had basically a completely open character creation where you could do whatever you want and customize your character and whatever you wanted to do. If you wanted to be a person who just sits and talks to people in a cantina and dances and does their hair, there was a class for that. You could make it. Right? If you wanted to be a person who goes out and tames rancors and kills things with nasty beasts, there was a class for that. If you wanted to be a bounty hunter that, you know, hunted characters and people and Jedis across the galaxy and kills them, there was a class for that. There was a class for everything, including being a politician. And then all of a sudden, Sony's like, nope. You know what? Lucasfilms, we don't need you anymore. Get out. We're going to change this to a class-based system where you can pick any class you want from this list. You used to be able to pick all this. Way out here, you can't even see my hands. Now we're going to give you this list. And from this list, you can pick anything you want. Oh, and we're adding Jedi. You can pick a Jedi and you can be a level 1 Jedi. How cool is that? Please note, depending on the time frame in which you are playing a Star Wars game, there aren't any Jedis, or there are very few. The time frame you guys had was Luke Skywalker and Princess Leia and Han Solo and Darth Vader. You could go see them in the game. You were not in a time when there was a million Jedis roaming the world. It didn't exist. You were past that time.
I'll work every angle I can.
I doubt the Republic's going to requisition boats just because you said so.
Sorry, I was getting a little riled up because, again, Galaxies was one of my favorite MMOs of all time until they ruined it.
Get them to come and save these children, then I'll come back.
Ruined it. Oh yeah, I mean the Jedi, here's the thing. They can tell you all that they want. You know, they didn't want people to become Jedis really quickly, and it was complicated to become a Jedi. But yeah, in the end it was a skill unlock. And you're right, the combat system was a little clunky, right? It absolutely was a little clunky. But it was such an open world and a beautiful world, and you felt like you were part of Star Wars, and you felt like you had complete character customization. Those aspects were good. It wasn't flawless. It wasn't flawless, but it was pretty damn good in the time that it was, right? Because it came out, you know, EverQuest was out, you know, it was a pretty, like, big drop in the bucket when it came out. And again, not perfect. Not perfect. But then they took their not perfect game, and instead of making it better, they turned it, and they're like, oh shit, World of Warcraft's out. Shit. Let's launch EverQuest 2. Let's change the concept that people loved about Star Wars Galaxies and make it all a class-based system, so all the little children who want to play World of Warcraft won't leave us and play a class-based system of World of Warcraft. You know, it was like, oh, the children, they want to play the ADD new game of World of Warcraft. We need to keep them. So let's make EverQuest 2 basically a WoW-skinned EverQuest. Let's turn Star Wars Galaxies into a really simple thing where everyone can play Jedis right off the bat, you know, to try to compete with WoW. You're not going to compete with WoW. WoW was the new shiny pretty thing. Save your current subscribers by making your game better. You're right, it was a sandbox because before sandbox came a thing. You're right. It had a lot of potential. And that's what really upsets me again about Sony and EA games is it's like they've got so much potential and then they just destroy it. Infiltrate the Separatist hideout. I did that like a million times already. Why are you telling me to go back in here? Oh. Is this new? Didn't we do this earlier? Didn't we already do this? I'm pretty sure we already did this. We totally already did this. Like, I've been all the way through this house. There is nothing left for me in here. Is that quest just bugged? Because it says infiltrate. We've already infiltrated. Yeah, after the stream tonight, I will definitely look up that game because you are now exciting me about looking up this game. Am I supposed to, like, you know, plug something into this? Is that what I'm supposed to do? Like, I'm just kind of lost on why this quest is not, like, advancing. Maybe it has advanced. It's just not telling me that it's advanced. Maybe it has. I don't know. Yeah, like I told Chico earlier, I've heard the name and I've heard a lot of my friends telling me they're excited about it. I'm so busy on a daily basis, it's sometimes hard for me to keep up with all these games, and I've just been looking, you know, hard for a game that, you know, it's because as a streamer, I really honestly hate switching around games, right? I've played Trove this week, I've played Overwatch a little bit this week. Like, I like to give a little bit of variety to my content, but in the same regards, I like to be able to stick to a game and kind of really push that game and be a creator for that game. And there's no game out there right now that is like that for me, right? I'm a try-on partner, so I play Rift and Trove, and I really put a lot of focus on Trove because of the community building aspect, but I am like starving for an MMO that just makes me not want to go to work. It makes me want to use all my vacation time to just sit at home and play MMO. Like, back in the original days of WoW and EverQuest, when I'm like, I'm not going to school, I'm not going to college, I'm not going to, you know, I'm just going to sit here and play EverQuest and WoW constantly. And I want something like that so bad. If they fail at this game, I'll lose faith in MMOs. I will never lose faith in MMOs because for me, MMOs are the greatest games to ever exist. I don't like games that have endings. Yeah, a Saga of Lacernia. I have looked a little bit in that. It has potential. It has potential. And Camelot Unchained. That sounds really cool. I haven't actually looked into that one. That one sounds interesting. Is it like King Arthur style stuff?
Listen, if you're here to tell me to clear out, then I'll
Oh my God, you have really weird Leia buns.
Not going to happen. Got it? I've got as much right as you do to be here. In fact, I've got more. I'm a model of free speech, a paragon for posterity. Where are you? A local grunt. That's what. No good to anybody. So don't go telling me to clear out. I won't do it, and that's that.
Honey, take it down a few notches, all right? Turn the dial to less crazy.
You've got all the manners of a pig lizard.
Holy crap.
I'll show you attitude. You like that, don't you?
Oh, so Camelot Unchained is a Daok spiritual successor. Okay. That excites me because I did like Daok. I did like Dark Ages of Camelot. It was a great game, and it lasted a very long time. You know, it was able to do battle with EverQuest. It was able to do battle with World of Warcraft for a while, right? Great game. Great game.
I could always use more credits.
Fantastic. Good to see someone with the complete lack of scruples needed to protect justice and
YOLO's faith in companies promising amazing MMOs. See, here's my thing.
Bombs everywhere. Carnage like you wouldn't believe.
Blizzard changed the landscape of MMOs with World of Warcraft. They changed the landscape. They completely changed the landscape. Instead of a game that was, you know, camp-based, you find a camp, you sit at it, you fight, you know, open dungeons. Their concept of instance combat, relatively quick leveling, very chaotic and ADD-driven, you know, combat systems and PvP. They've changed the landscape of MMOs. In my opinion, they made the landscape of MMOs worse. In my opinion. I liked WoW. I've played it a lot. I did like it. But now, as Chico calls out, every company is trying to copy that. You will not be able to. You will not be able to copy WoW.
So it's a rescue.
They made a giant splash in the MMO bucket. They turned heads. People were like, what? And they've done it now for years. Now they've made some huge mistakes like the talent tree change and stuff like that a lot of people haven't liked. They've now switched back to somewhat talent trees. But they have paved the way of a new way of thinking about MMOs, and unfortunately people are trying to copy that, and you can't. You cannot copy it. You will not be able to. Good example, WildStar. I played WildStar. It wasn't horrible. It wasn't enjoyable by any means. Obviously, I'm not playing it right now. But yeah, they tried to copy WoW with a little dose of Guild Wars. What I found is interesting is when I see the new MMOs. For example, I was kind of excited a few years ago. I don't know if it was at E3 or what, but Sony, before they sold it to Daybreak Games, they said, we're going to make a new EverQuest. It was called EverQuest Next. And I was so excited. They hyped it up with the big video and this sand art thing, and they hyped it. And then they showed the actual gameplay. And I'm like, so you took EverQuest art, EverQuest characters, Tudu swag. You know what, buddy? You know what we call people like you? Failures in life. Because instead of being a respectful human being and saying hello and talking, you just come in and insult someone. So, enjoy your job at the sit-go or unemployment line for the rest of your life. But I'm a successful individual, so I don't think my weight really pays into any effect. And more so, unlike you, I actually do things about it. I used to be 500 pounds. I'm not 500 pounds anymore. I'm very healthy. So, here, let me give you a little piece of advice. Fuck off. Okay, now back to serious adult conversations. Now that little child is probably crying to his mommy right now. We just ignore those kind of people now because clearly they'll enjoy working, on the corner someday. So they took everything from the old, like, EverQuest art styles and everything, and they said, okay, we're going to add Minecraft to it. And then they said, oh, we're going to add Guild Wars 2 to it. And then they're like, oh, we're going to add WoW to it. So hold on. So you're coming out with a new great game. And all you did was you took features that people liked of other games and you stole them nearly directly. You put them with some Elmer's glue on a piece of paper and said, it's EverQuest Next. How you doing, Server Gremlin? Welcome to our conversation. You weren't talking about the game, but nice try. I guess your mother walked in the room and, you know, saw that you were being a disrespectful little shit and decided, hey, you shouldn't be saying that. And or you got scared. You didn't want to be spanked. You got scared because your mother has taught you better manners than that, and you didn't want to get spanked, and you're like, oh, I better change the subject really quick before she sees it and spanks me and grounds me and takes away all my toys. I would hate it if she returned my fidget spinner. I love that thing. You feel like we're soul linked? That's terrifying. But also fun. Yeah, I mean, I've been an EverQuest fan for a long time. I beta tested the game back in '98. I'm old. And I was EverQuest 2 was a complete failure. I know it's still out there. I know some people still enjoy it, but in all honesty, for the EverQuest name, it was a complete failure. And I'm like, oh, maybe they're going to get it right with EverQuest next. And it's like, all you did was you took magazines from these other games, you chopped the little pictures out, and you pasted it, and you put EverQuest across the top. You put EverQuest atop the crop to look, Toto's mom left. Toto's parents left the room. He's back to being a little like shithead that's going to be unemployed the rest of his life and a complete failure. Good job. All right, so I wish I had moderation abilities on MMORPG's YouTube channel. Maybe I'll just send them a message and make sure he's banned from all their websites and stuff like that. That's probably a good idea. I think I'll do that. Thank you, Toto. I appreciate that.
What's this? Where's the doctor?
You're exactly right. Look, by the way, Zach, the comment on fidget spinners, no one should ever take offense to those because they're actually proven to medically, you know, do good things.
It's a bit of
it was more of just a, you know, a dig on someone who's just being very disrespectful in chat, which I believe you can actually see on on that. Actually, Toto, you're actually quite hilarious because you actually think that I'm just broadcasting on YouTube. See, this proves your unintelligence.
Can we really get the doctor and the kids out of there, or should we just...
I'm not actually just broadcasting on YouTube. So you may be seeing 3 viewers on your YouTube site. But see, you're not that smart. You don't know how many viewers I have. Only I know that. Because I can see my dashboard right here. And I can see all the websites which are currently broadcasting this. I can see YouTube's multiples, Twitch channels, multiples. So the fact that you say you only have 3 viewers, you clearly don't understand the concept of a sponsored stream by a website. Again, go cry to mommy. Make sure she gives you your lollipop. You know, hopefully you cleaned your room. And then go learn some fucking manners. God, if I could afford a $800 lightsaber, I've got a one downstairs that I think was like $50, but I would love to have one of those like really good authentic ones. Oh, yes. Love swag of games. Love swag of games and movies.
You can take your pay and go now. We'll handle it from here. Again.
Yeah, I know, Zach. I actually have all my chats from the different locations all coming together. Obviously, people who are viewing on the different MMO websites can't chat unless they're in an actual channel. But
Well, I have work to do.
but you know, the actual chat channels, YouTube, Twitch, they actually all come together. My channel actually does all the whatever you call it with chat. Does all the splicing. Disappointment isn't a color. I'm not quite 39 yet, but that's just kind of right around the corner. So again, what is a Bayager? Again, Let's just all bask in the intelligence level of a child. A Bayagger. Huh. Okay. Good. Point proven. There's an RGB option for those lightsabers? Like, I could have multiple colors in one? I know what I'm saving for. I know what I'm saving for. Can I actually... Yeah, what is it? Liver Spotted Hunk. First off, name is hilarious. Love it. How do you know your liver is spotted? So... I just reinstalled this game the other night because my buddy wants to play. Again, there's not a whole lot of that's changed with this game. You know, it's got some cool features and stuff like that. But unless you've got some friends or someone playing or you really enjoyed it, I've got a couple high-level characters. I rolled a new one to play with him. But in general, I mean, it's just my kind of a dose of Star Wars. That's what this game is for me, is a dose of Star Wars. I enjoy it. It's a lot of fun, but it's my dose of Star Wars MMO. That's all it is. Dun 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 dun. Bum bum bum. I can't wait till my stream fails finishes tonight. Yeah, it'll probably fail until it finishes tonight, and I can actually submit a harassment request. This will be like not my first harassment request sent in to YouTube, but I love ignorant, immature, unintelligent people who think that they're immune to repercussions when they're to have a YouTube account. You have to sign up with, you know, Gmail and stuff like that. So yeah, it should be fun. Wow. You know how to use, like, wow. Your sentence structure, immaculate. Your spelling, amazing. I'm pretty sure my mother's kindergartners can create sentences better than you. Amazing. $3,000 to $5,000. Wow, that's incredible. 5-year waiting list. That's incredible. Hampton's handcrafted sabers. I'm gonna look that up. That I mean, I don't think I could ever afford. Well, I mean, I could afford something like that. The question is, do I want to pay for something like that? Probably not. Just because it would be something that, you know, I'd probably like hang on a wall and be so proud of, but never touch it. You know, I'm not a very materialistic person, so like I like to keep all my money in, you know, stock markets and bank accounts and make a whole crap ton of money, so, you know, someday I can buy like a small island or something. But I love good handcrafted, you know, arts and stuff like that. So I will check that out. That looks really cool. Oh yeah, liver spotted. I know. Here's the thing. I unfortunately, unfortunately, when I'm broadcasting to MMORPG.com, I don't have admin rights on their on all their channels out there. So sometimes we get unfortunate, unintelligent children that come in here. But the best part is I do have now access to their usernames that come into my chat, and I, you know, have analytics on them. And so submitting harassment reports is really simple, and it doesn't bother me at all because, you know, if people need to feel better about themselves by making fun of others, that just shows what type of person there is, and I don't really care. Bum 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 bum. Vader's Vault one can be actually used by... That's scary. But amazing. That's crazy cool. Like, the people who come up with this stuff, it just amazes me. Like, the hand craftsmanship on some of this stuff is just great. Great. We got some more time left tonight, but I do want to take the time to thank everyone for tuning in, especially all the folks who are actively using, you know, big boy words and big girl words and being respectful and actually having a solid, intelligent conversation with me. It's been very, very nice. And I want to thank all the folks at MMORPG.com for sponsoring our Tuesday and Thursday night streams. If you do enjoy what you're seeing, my inventory is full again, and that's crap. If you do enjoy what you see here, I do broadcast more than Tuesday and Thursdays, just not on these channels. You will need to go over to twitch.tv/Davrimgaming. That is my channel. I broadcast nearly every single day. So if you do enjoy the conversation, if you do enjoy the game, I don't always play this game. I play a lot of different MMOs. We have Shooter Sundays where I play a first-person shooter game. So by all means, if you do enjoy the content, please do venture over to twitch.tv/Davrimgaming and toss a follow if you are so inclined. Buying awesome lightsabers should never hurt your soul. I mean, it will hurt your wallet and you'll kind of think, why did I buy these? But you have a lightsaber. A cool lightsaber! You know how much money I spent on like comic books and stuff and magic cards that just, you know, sit there and, you know, collect dust? Eventually they'll be worth some, you know, I have a lot of cards that are actually worth quite a bit of money. And they keep going up, you know, yearly because they don't reprint them anymore. But it's just like, you know, those kind of things happen. You might be able to make some money off that. That's crazy, Zekir. That's just amazing. Chico, my normal stream times are during the weekdays, Monday, Tuesday, and Thursday, Friday, are 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Saturday and Sunday, usually 10 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So weekend, I kind of do a late morning, midday stream. Eastern Standard Time. All my weekday streams are evening though, 7 p.m. to 10 p.m. Your wife calls it a noisy flashlight. Well, at least she doesn't call it a noisy flashlight. There's a very big difference there, and it's a good thing it's a flashlight. Yeah, you know what? You spend $100 on a purse, and I can't buy a lightsaber. At least I can hit someone with. Well, never mind. I can't say that because, you know, some women have purses that are, you know, heavier than, like, a shot put. You could knock someone out. No, but... Yeah, man, if you've got official boxing and collector's cards and stuff like that, you hang on to those. Because those type of things go up in value quite a bit. I paid for a lot of the lightsaber with the old magic cards. Yeah, I mean, I can tell you right now, just in the lands that I have in my collection, I probably have close to $1,000 just in the lands that I have. And that's not even looking at the other cards in my set. It's just looking at the small, tiny little binder of lands. I probably have close to $1,000 in that alone. So yeah, I know. That's fine. They have stats on them. But I still play Magic. Quite a bit actually. It's a great game. But I pretty much have landed on a deck and a format that I really enjoy. So I don't really change a whole lot unless there's cards in my set that get banned out, so. Oh, good. We have more unintelligent children that are going to have YouTube harassment filings against them tonight. God, I can't wait until their accounts just get banned and then they can't watch their My Little Pony shows anymore. It'll be so depressing. It'd be so depressing. That's really cool. You know what? I've met a lot of friends on MMOs. I've you know, traveled and met a lot of people over my time playing MMOs. I've seen a lot of relationships form. I've been to marriages, weddings of friends that I've met on MMOs, and it's just a wonderful thing, you know? It's absolutely wonderful. Trying out Force of Will? I wish I had a playset of Force of Wills. Could actually maybe play some Legacy. I just don't have them. Why am I still holding onto these blasters? These are like old, like, starter blasters. Go away. We need room for, like, awesome gear. Like this thing, whatever it is. What did I pick up? I don't even know what it was. Oh, it's a gift to your companion. I don't even have companions yet. Where are we going in here? Up the stairs. How long have you been playing Magic? I've been playing Magic since I was 13 years old, so a long time. Off and on. I played it semi-pro when I was going to the university. I played it semi-pro. Unfortunately, I'm a workaholic, so I've always had multiple jobs. I go on the road and work in theaters with rock bands, country artists, stuff like that. On my side time, because I also have a full-time desk job as well. So, like, I'm a workaholic. So, unfortunately, I could never make the transition to being a full pro Magic player, just because I literally didn't have the time. I was too wanting to make a crap ton of money, and didn't want to, you know, spend the time to sit there and grind it out.
Watch out! You're getting in my light. The lighting is essential to sowing the message of urgency, you know?
Oh, the game Force of Will, not the card Force of Will. Yeah, they do cost a lot. Force of Will did. Yeah, Force of... I can't remember. Have I played Force of Will? It sounds familiar to me, the actual game. I was thinking you were talking about the card. I've never owned a playset of that.
Hollow discs? No. You're from the Republic, aren't you? Come to kill me for my noble work. Well, you're not going to succeed.
Yeah, those breakups happen, unfortunately. Unfortunately, I've been through those more times than I can count. So I feel for you, man. But hopefully things are better now for you. Played since '94. You're guest at a Pro Tour in Montreal? I watched that Pro Tour. Where Tom Martell won. Yeah. Well, like I said, when I said semi-pro, I got paid in, like, products. So, cards. Right? I never made it to the point where, like, Star City Games was paying me to write articles and go to, you know, tournaments or can't think of their name now. Channel Fireball. You know, those guys are actually paid to create content for Magic and go out and do these things and broadcast for them. I never got to that point. I just got paid in product.
So you go back to Lamala and tell her she can find...
I wish I had the original Black Lotus and Ruby. I wish. I actually saw all the original, like, Rubies and Black Lotus and all that stuff. I saw one. I saw a whole set of them 2 years ago at Origins Game Fair. Someone had bought them for 50 cents a piece at a yard sale. Someone had no idea what they were worth. He was a trucker and he was driving through a town and bought all of them 50 cents a piece at a yard sale. What? Oh yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Pokemon cards. They have a lot of cards at value. We've got a lot of 30-year-olds in this this channel. Power to the 30-year-olds. I've met Alex Haney at a tournament. I believe. I don't know John Stern though. Nice, you got paid to write a couple. That's nice. I wish, knowing now the amount of money that you can make being like a pro gamer, being a pro Magic player. I wish I had kind of ignored my internal conscience and been like, you need to get all these jobs, you need to go do this, you need to go do that. I wish I had ignored that and did it because I would have loved to do that. Yeah, the Black Lotus, I can't remember the actual price on them at this point. They, depending on the rare, depending on the set, right, if you get alpha, beta, depending on the quality and stuff like that, will determine the price. But yeah, it's a lot of money. I can't remember the actual price. I don't think they make millions, but they make a good amount of money. For example, a guy named if you follow the Magic world, a guy named Brian Kibler, he's on the Magic Hall of Fame. He's in the Magic Hall of Fame. He's won 1 or 2 Pro Tours. He always played Dragons decks, but he was, you know, he's paid to write articles for Star City Games, but he's kind of made his transition from Magic. He still plays in the Worlds because he has a permanent invite because of the Hall of Fame. He's made his transition to Hearthstone, and now he does a lot for the Hearthstone community, and he broadcasts. So he makes a crap ton of money that was all stemmed from his play in Magic the Gathering. Yeah, you if you get a hold of Black Lotus or anything, you got to store those. You can't do it. Oh, Ruben Bressler. He seems to be a very cool person. I know I've seen him on broadcasts and stuff like that. And he just seems like a legitimately nice guy. You know, some Magic players kind of come off of, are you what? Yeah, he seems like a good guy. Zach, I am very jealous because Brian Kibler is my absolute favorite card player of all time. And if I ever, like, I have 2, Magic players, one currently playing that I have got to meet and have things autographed by. Which is Tom Ross, who designed the modern day Infect deck and made it famous. And then the second one's Brian Kibler. I have not had the opportunity to meet Brian, but if I ever did, he would be signing a lot of stuff and taking a lot of pictures. $14, yeah, no kidding. 40 minutes. Wow, you basically got to hang with my dream team. You got to hang with my dream team of people right there. I started playing. I beta tested this game way back in the day. I started playing it on launch, and I've been in and out of it for a while. I have just recently come back to it. I reinstalled it last night to play with a buddy of mine who just started playing it. So I've been in it and out of it multiple times over its career. I kind of dabble in it whenever I get a fix for Star Wars. Tom signed some Vampire Aristocrats for me. Yeah, I had him sign Glistener Elf because I play Infect, and that's the deck that's he's always known by. But he's also been doing, he also has done Vampire Sisters and stuff like that. But most people who go to meet him want him to sign Glistener Elf because that is the card that he's made famous. Your 12-year-old self could not handle. Well, it's probably a good idea that you did handle it because I'm pretty sure that that Mr. Gibbs could have probably kicked your ass. Yeah, it is a pretty good Star Wars fix. There's a lot of good Star Wars games out there, but again, I'm a huge MMO player, and so having a Star Wars MMO, that's not Star Wars Galaxies, is huge for me. Yes, we were talking about that actually earlier, King Biscuit. I played the original Star Wars Galaxies from launch. Loved it until Sony decided to ruin it. I did go back a little bit and play on the private server, which was nice to go back in time. But the problem with those private servers is the staff is usually not that fair a lot of the time, or in my experience. It's also sometimes difficult to patch and get up to date with the things. And the other piece with that is, as a content creator and trying to eventually make my career here being content creation for Twitch TV and making partner and, you know, making my living doing this is what I love, entertaining people, having conversations with people like this. You can't play private servers as a content creator, so. Thank you for asking, Zach. The channel, since I am doing a multicast for MMORPG.com, it will not actually allow you to post that. But if you go to my channel, Twitch TV /Davrimgaming, there's a link to my Discord there. You can post pictures in the Discord. Absolutely. I would love to see the pictures of you and Kibler and be jealous. But I appreciate you asking. Absolutely. Thank you. Yeah, before NGE, yeah. Yeah. The thing that ruined it. Yeah, if you switch to my channel, it's all the way at the bottom in the banners below. There's one that says Discord, Hype Squad, I believe, is the badge. Just pop in there, just click it, it'll take you to the Discord, and there will be a location for you to post pictures. I'll have to give you the right permission. So let me pull it up here. But yeah, absolutely, you can post it in there. What's my favorite Star Wars game? That is so hard to say. I have been playing Star Wars since the original, like, X-Wing versus TIE Fighter. The original, like, TIE Fighter games. Zakir, thank you very much for punching down that follow button. You've been a great audience member tonight. A lot of good conversation. Thank you very much. Welcome. Newest cadet of the Davrimgaming Corps. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. That's such a hard question. Because I love so many Star Wars games. I would have to say the Star Wars game that kept my attention the longest was Star Wars Galaxies pre-NGE, right? But I've played Star Wars games since X-Wing versus TIE Fighter, and there's so many variety. I played the N64 Star Wars game where you were the snow thing, and you had to wrap the legs of the big walkers on Hoth and stuff like that. Like, there are just so many varieties of Star Wars games out there that I've played and loved. I would definitely have to say, yeah, there is a 10-minute timer on Discord, and that's because people like to be immature and pop into Discord and then spam the crap out of it in really inappropriate things. Let me get your permissions set up right there. You go. You still probably have a timer. It's just a security reason, so people don't have to deal with stupid stuff. Jedi Academy was also very good. The whole Academy series was really good. It had a really cool PvP system in it, as you well know, that I really thoroughly enjoyed. It had a great, like, LAN party dynamic that you could obviously go to LAN parties and play. I played the crap out of Jedi Academy and Jedi Knight with a lot of friends. So, yeah, it was a great game. Jedi Academy 2, whew.
Kid, isn't he? On Tatooine, he went to live with the Jawas for 3 months, thought they were his spiritual kin. One day he'll realize that the Separatists are just as immoral as everyone else.
That's actually a pretty good list. Force Unleashed was a great game. I'm not a huge console player. I know it was on PC, and I did play through the game. It was really good. Force Unleashed 2, I give it an not as good as the first one. Obviously, Jedi Academy, huge favorite of that. Battlefront 2, also really good. Did most of the QA on Force Unleashed. Nice, man. Nice. Force Unleashed was great. The first one was great. The second one, I was not as big a fan of. Knights of the Old Republic 1 and 2. I had a buddy that really liked the Knights of the Old Republic series. Like, absolutely loved it. They were good. They had great stories. They just, I don't know. I just wasn't feeling it. Like I said, I'm an MMO player. So if you give me a game that's not a massive multiplayer game, massive multiplayer RPG game, there's a good chance A good chance. Why hasn't you... Okay, I'm going to have to go back in here and figure out why this isn't completing. I'm probably going to not play it for very long. But yeah, Knights of the Old Republic was a huge splash in the game, like the gaming industry. A lot of people love that game, and still today play that game. Yeah, Force Unleashed just did it so well. Galaxies at the beginning did it so well. Jedi Academy, like that's the thing. If you get a game and you have LucasArts, Lucasfilms as part of the production, you're going to get a quality game at least off the start. Now the problem is when they either step away from the game or the other company takes over. That's when things start to go to crap. Force pushing people off ledges? Yes. So much yes on that. There's no... You would be the achievement hunter winner if you had achievements on PS2. Huh? Nice. I think I played it on the Xbox, because I had an Xbox back in the day. Whatever, I can't remember if it was Xbox 3... It was probably Xbox 360, right? Yeah, probably Xbox 360. But I haven't had a console, like a current gen console for a very long time. It's just not my style. I will be getting the One X though, because the One X does look really good. Does look really good. Yeah, Big Biscuit. We talked about that absolutely earlier. As soon as Lucasfilms went away, Sony's like, "There's the time bomb. We can now destroy this game. Let's go. Let's go." Yeah, I know. Knights of the Old Republic is very much like Star Wars, The Old Republic. Obviously, the names are even similar. I don't know. I couldn't... I played it. I don't know. It just didn't grab me. And again, I think it's because... excuse me. I honestly think it's because... It's not a massive multiplayer game. I honestly hang my hat on that because I have a hard time playing games that are 100% single player. I just have a hard time with them. I really swear that this thing right here alerted there are enemies nearby. Really? Because I don't see any. A minute of silence for 1313. Alright, man, I'll check it out. I got about 20 minutes left in this stream. I'll check it out as soon as I get done, and I'll post my reaction in Discord for you. I'll tag you in it so you can see. If it's a picture of you and Kibler, I'm just gonna lose my crap. All right, why is this quest not completing? Okay, I picked up the key. The terminal is right here. It's saying there's enemies alerted to me. There are no enemies. I followed this all the way around and exited the exited here. I don't quite understand what I'm missing here. Console up in the room somewhere in the elevator. I'll have to look. I'll have to go back and look. Yeah, I've played a lot of single player games, Biscuit, dating all the way back, but I've always just, since I was 13 years old and playing EverQuest in 1998, I've just had this affinity for MMOs, and that's just kind of what I hang my hat on is I love to play the MMOs. Okay. So upstairs, let's look for an elevator. Or via an elevator, yeah. This looks suspicious. I picked up this key card already. I picked that up already. I feel like there should be like a console that I'm supposed to plug something into. Yeah, and a lot of those games that you mentioned, I know the storyline because I like watch other broadcasters play them, and I enjoy watching them being played. I enjoy learning the storyline through, you know, watching them play, but for some reason it's a struggle for me. Okay, I'm really getting annoyed by this quest. I see no, like, blue that I'm supposed to click on. I picked up the key card. This is the only, like, this thing just looks like I'm supposed to do something with it. But there's nothing to click on. I will say they're okay. That is my opinion of them. I haven't really got to, like, when that space expansion came out was a time I didn't really play this game a whole lot. I'm anxious to kind of mess with them a little bit more, but from what I remember, they were okay. And again, I played them a long time ago. And my memory's not that greatest, but if I remember right, I think they were okay. It wasn't like something that I was like... And it wasn't something like, I hate this, I need to stop playing this game because of it. I just think it was a good addition to the game, and it was okay. Like, I think that's all I can really say about it. Alright, I give up running around. I'm going to take the platform back and see if I've actually completed it, and it's just going to give me... Apparently there's a bonus quest over here. A bonus quest back through this thing, back down here that I've been through about... You cannot enter a phase during combat. Well, what's attacking me? There's nothing attacking me. Game... Oh, you. Chewy Baki. There's my buddy. How you doing, man? I'm getting irritated with a quest. That's what I'm doing. We're having good conversations about Star Wars. You're actually sick as hell? Well, you know what? Get better. I'll tell you what I'm pretty sure you told me when I said I was sick as hell and was going to skip a gym one day. Go sweat it out. Go work out. Go sweat it out of yourself. Oh, were you trying to impress a girl, Chewy? Were you trying to impress a girl? Okay, excellent. Imager link will definitely work. So hold on. Let me get this straight. You tried or you did impress a girl by eating some vegan thing that didn't agree with your body, and now you're vomiting. Do you regret? Do you regret trying to impress this girl? Bought the collector's edition Star Wars Old Republic with the Marcus statue. Yes, I still have the statue downstairs. It's down on one of my shelves. I actually, here, let me, I'm going to put it up over here in a minute. I just rearranged my studio. But if you actually look, I have the new Elder Scrolls Morrowind statue. I think I'm going to put Marcus right next to him. Although my cat chewed up the lightsaber, so he just stands there with the hilt of a lightsaber. He doesn't have the lightsaber anymore. But I do have the Morrowind one right there. I'm going to put the Star Wars one next to it. She's wife material? I don't know about that. I don't know if she's wife material if the first thing she did to you was got you sick by having you eat something. Now, don't get me wrong. There was a period of my life where I went vegan for 6 months just so I would force myself to try different things on the menu that I normally wouldn't like. And I did eat a lot of things. But not eating that kind of stuff and then eating that kind of stuff, oh yeah, you can get sick real quick. Your body is not used to what you just put in your system. Wife material and a vegan. That's oxymoronic. Look, let's talk a minute about this. Let's have a brief conversation about this. All right, Chewy. The chat needs to know. The chat across the MMO RPG universe needs to know right now. Is she just a vegan? Or does she have other qualities that we should talk about? I.e., vegan vapor? Vegan CrossFitter? And if she's a combination of any of these and or all three of them, not wife material, run. Run. Dude, I couldn't stop eating meat. I tried for a bit. She isn't a vegan. She just took me to a juice bar. Oh, dude, you can really... I mean, I like juice bars, but getting a burger Saturday. Okay, fixed. Okay, good. I saw this funny meme. It was a casket, and there was a hand reaching out of the casket so you couldn't close it. And it says, when a vaping CrossFit vegan forgot to tell you that they're a vaping CrossFit vegan. She's a yoga instructor. She's going to take you to town, my friend. She's going to take you to town. She's going to get you into yoga. You're going to lose all your muscle. You're just going to be like this skinny, scrawny, like gymnastics kid. She's going to teach you to juice. It sounds like you got a pretty badass setup there, Liver Spotted. Alright, this quest is really irritating me. Chewy, if you know how to beat this quest, please tell me, because I'm done running through this area. I'm getting so irritated with this. Yeah, I know you got hurt, and so yoga probably is definitely better. Hitting on the instructor. You have no shame. You have no shame, my friend. The smuggler. The smuggler. It's a security beach quest. It keeps telling me to go through this area, and I keep going through this over and over and over again. No. There's nothing wrong with CrossFit. Just like there's nothing, in my opinion, wrong with vaping. There's nothing, in my opinion, wrong with being a vegan. Here's the problem. The problem is not with the lifestyle. The problem is with the particular people of that lifestyle that feels that they need to preach at you and tell you that their lifestyle is better than yours no matter what you say and whatever defense you have. That's my issue. I have run into so many CrossFitters where I refuse at this point to do CrossFit, even though I like to work out. I refuse at this point to do CrossFit because I'm so tired of people telling me how awesome CrossFit is and how great it is and how Jesus himself would do CrossFit if he was still here. I don't do that with my vaping. There are vapors that do that, and those people I disown. There are vegans that tell you that the vegan diet is the only way to eat. It's the only thing. You can only... Don't preach at me. Nothing's wrong with CrossFit though. It's an excellent workout. It's excellent. Well, a lot of people get injured in CrossFit because unfortunately they don't take the precautions that they need to stay safe. I know a lot of CrossFit fit people who've done it for years and have never got hurt and look amazing and are in great shape. The issue is people look at some of the stuff that CrossFitters do and they're like, "Oh, that's easy. I can do that." Where no, it's not easy if you're doing things properly and stuff like that. But yeah, your CrossFit instructor's surname is Manlove, Robert Manlove. Yeah, that's the bonus part, right? The bonus says to kill all that stuff, but that should just be a bonus. It shouldn't be the requirement to complete the quest, right? I mean, I could be wrong, but I was pretty sure, you know, and again, I just killed a whole bunch of separatists. I know it says to go over here, but all the separatists are dead over there. I just went over there. That's what's getting me about this quest. Is like I've went everywhere this quest that I can find, and it's not going on. High intensity cardio. You know what I call high intensity cardio? Staring at a box of Twinkies, heavy breathing. That's my high intensity cardio. Twinkies. Yeah, like I'll come down through here and like I don't see access to any other area. I came out here and I killed all the dudes. So there's no dudes out here. There's only a wall. And then if I run down here, I've killed all these dudes. I'm just so lost at what this quest expects me to do. I've came in here. Wait, have I came in here? Guys, have I came in here? Did you guys miss this and are laughing at me because I missed this the entire time? Chat. Absolutely. Absolutely. Liver spots. There's nothing wrong with that. You are absolutely correct. Depending on what you want and how you want to... The important thing is that you are getting exercise, right? That's the end of the day. You need to find the exercise. You need to find the eating lifestyle. You need to find whatever lifestyle it is that fits you. Because, you know, you don't want to do something that you hate. Because if you hate it, you're not going to do it, right? You're going to lose interest. You know, if you have certain goals, like for rugby or whatever, if you're not going to, you know, enjoy what you're doing, and thus you're going to not do it, you're going to fail at rugby, which you enjoy. So no, I completely agree with you. You have to find out what works best. Yes, Biscuit. I am blaming you. I'm blaming chat because you guys didn't tell me that this was here. I expect you guys to know everything and make up for my failings, my shortcomings. Bad chat. Bad. Bad. I'm a bodybuilder too, Chewy. Did you know that? Did you know I'm a bodybuilder too? Did you? Did you know? In fact, my bad. We'll try to do better next time. Good. Good. Because I'm always going to be bad. I'm always going to be terrible at video games. I need you guys to not be terrible so you can tell me so I actually look good, you know. Chewy, did you know that I was a bodybuilder? I built a body actually the other day. I was in the Lego store and they give you all the little pieces like arms and legs and the head and the hat and stuff. I built a body. It was a little Lego man body. I'm a master bodybuilder. I've been putting Lego men together since I can remember. Get on my level. Oh, Rip. I did not consent to take the blame. Don't blame chat. Blame Biscuit. Your saber spin video? Oh, lordy. Oh, gosh. I can't wait to see these. I got a couple more, a little bit longer. I think Chewy left and or is laughing his ass off because of my bodybuilding comments. I'll be right back. Yeah, we got about 10 minutes left on the stream, everyone. Again, I want to thank everyone again for stopping in and supporting MMORPG.com and all their different forms here. Thank you again for tuning in and having the great conversation with me. I do broadcast on all the MMORPG channels on Tuesday and Thursday. Our streams are always sponsored by MMORPG. On those days, we sometimes have giveaways if they've given me codes and stuff like that. So definitely tune in. If you enjoyed the conversation, if you enjoyed what you saw today and had a great time with me, my broadcast channel is normally twitch.tv/Davrimgaming. So if you want to catch more of me throughout the week other than Tuesday and Thursday, do pop over there and drop a follow so you know when I go live. Also, I am on twitter.com/Davrimgaming. You can also see when I go live there. But again, I want to thank everyone for tuning in. It's been another great MMORPG.com stream tonight. So it's been wonderful. I didn't have any giveaways tonight though, unfortunately. I'm out of codes for Ragnarok Online, and I didn't get any sent to me. Hopefully, I'll have some more soon. I know I have I think I have 15 Rift codes to give away next time I play Rift. Or whenever I just feel like throwing Rift keys at people. Superman pose. I shall man up and take the blame for all of chat across the internet that I did not see and or help Davrim get to the area that was clearly shown through the Big Canyon. I shall take the blame. Saber fidget spinner. What, you don't like Kylo Ren's lightsaber? Is it because he killed his dad with it? Is it because you're a Han Solo fan and he killed Han? Is that what it was? Kylo didn't kill Han. Han killed Han. Bumpadum. I think we're making it somewhere, chat. I'm not stopping the stream until we complete this quest, by the way. Ooh. This looks promising. It's bright blue. We're all winners if you think about it. Well, yeah, you're tuned in watching me. Of course you're all winners.
Come on, Force, and say it just like I taught you.
The Republic lackeys will drown in lakes of fire and blood, Master. Death to all who oppose the people's will, Master.
Hey there, we had some trouble with the power relays.
I feel like this is going to turn to them dying.
I detect the presence of several non-functioning humans, specifically the bodies over there. Setting alert status red.
Yeah, that's Brian Kibler. And his spiky hair of amazing. One day I'll meet him. It's a good lightsaber spin.
By the stars, Republic troops have invaded our base.
Oh no! Force, and activate combat protocol. You gotta warn the others.
My sensors detect no evidence of hostile forces.
That's a cool saber. I like how it kind of changes colors. That's pretty cool. Still can't believe you have a picture with Brian Kibler. Your droid is malfunctioning.
Not recently enough to take any chances. We need to put the base on alert and rally the men. Here, comrade. If you see any Republic lackeys, use this on them. Let's go, Force, and there's no time to waste.
I can't... Really? I literally just that simply convinced that man that his droid was malfunctioning and that I am not a threat. Alright. Alright. Still can't believe you got a picture with Brian Kibler. You know, his spiky hair gloriousness. How do we get out of here? How do we get out of here? So I chose the Scoundrel class because I wanted to heal and I didn't want to play a Jedi. That's honestly the reason. This is the healing class that's not a lightsaber wielder. That's literally the only reason. As far as the Han death, here's the thing. We were very lucky as Star Wars fans that Harrison Ford came back to do that movie. He had made it a very strong point that he was not doing any more Star Wars movies. And it was because of J.J. Abrams that they convinced him to come back and do one more. And I'm pretty sure probably in those negotiations was Harrison Ford saying, look, I'm done with this. You need to figure out a way for this character to be done with no questions asked about coming back. So I think that's what it boiled down to on that. As far as my favorite class in this game, I would probably have to say it's been the Imperial Agent so far, which I believe is the equivalent to the Smuggler. He's just a little different. He was an old clone. Bum bum ba-da-dum bum ba-da-dum bum. Han Solo is not a clone. But yeah, I mean we just have to, as Star Wars fans, and me as a Harrison Ford fan, because his movies are amazing. I've been a huge fan of his career, you know, with Indiana Jones aside from the Crystal Skull because that was awful. Star Wars and everything like that. I have to respect him for coming back for J.J. Abrams and for the fans. Though my overall opinion of the newest, well, that Star Wars episode 7, I don't really have very good opinions of that movie because it was basically a revamp of episode 4. But it was still a quality movie. It was just, it was too much like episode 4, my opinion. But we have to respect that Harrison Ford didn't want to do anymore and came back for the fans to complete that storyline. Han duo. No trio. No quattro? Nice. Very good. Very, very good. That's good.
Mechanized travel is for official business only.
I'm anxious to see where they go from here with episode 8 and episode 9. I'm anxious to see. Yeah, I want to see what they're going to do with Kylo, right? I mean, his character, as you've well pointed out, is very much a whiny kid. You know, he didn't complete his training with Luke. You know, he's very raw in his abilities with the Force. I mean, he hasn't even been able to learn how to craft his lightsaber properly, hence the venting ports and the chaos that is his lightsaber. I'm anxious to see what they do with his character because you're right, he is a whiny baby. When he doesn't get what he wants, he reminds me very much of a teenager. I want this. I hate you, and I'm running away forever. Right? So I want to see what they do with him. Are they going to develop him into someone who's more evil? He will never live up to Darth Vader. Let's just get that out of the way. Darth Vader is Darth Vader. He sets a tone for villains in movies, right? He sets that tone. He's never going to live up to Vader. But are they going to do enough with him to take him from whiny child to something else? Whether that be converting and he's now light side and he battles the Sith Lord, or do they make him evil and, you know, his fate is sealed? But he will never measure up to Vader. Holding him to the standard of Vader is it's unreachable. It's absolutely unreachable.
Throttle down, boys. Word is, Rogan the Butcher has his eye on Serena.
That's right, Bracco. You don't want to get on Rogan's bad side.
See, here's the thing with Han's death. I like the ideas you guys are throwing out with the Kessel Run, with the gamble and stuff like that. Here's the thing. In his actual, like, episode 7 was really a good story to tell about Han Solo, right? Think about Han Solo in episode 4. There's no such thing as the Force, right? Jedis are fake. It's all made up hooky religion, right? Episode, I'm a smuggler, I'm on my own, to coming back and helping destroy the Death Star, right? Episode 5, I'm on my own. Screw you guys, comes back and helps. Final episode. He's now a general in the rebellion, right? He went from this smuggler, I'm on my own, to general in the rebellion. He started out as an officer in the Empire, turned smuggler, turned general in the rebellion. So you start to see that shift in Han Solo's story from smuggler, shady bad guy to I have a heart, I can be a family man, I can get married. Now we've taken the next step in Han Solo's life. He has a child. He has a marriage. Actually, technically in the books he had 2 children. They have not revealed any more about that, but I have my suspicions. But now we see him, I believe in the Force. I believe in the Jedi. I'm a family man who loves my child. So his death was actually basically completed his story from bad Empire officer who broke from the Empire because he didn't like what they did to the Wookiees and saved Chewie and that stuff, to smuggler, to general in the rebellion, good guy, to family man, to father who loves his son and is trying to do what's best for his son. It was a complete end to the Han Solo story. So, though I understand why we want to see him in a gamble or a base blow up because he's the epic Indiana Jones, Harrison Ford hero, that was not Han Solo. Han Solo was a transitioned character. He was personable to the audience. He was someone you could see another person in real life as. Someone who was kind of bad at the beginning and transitioned into this great person. Vader was the shit. Well, he also had, the deep voice. I am your father. Kylo's that whiny child that wants to be Vader, right? He holds Vader up to the high point, right? He holds his grandfather up there and wants to be that, but no one respects him because he's still so young, and he doesn't have the control over the Force as Vader does. He doesn't have the intelligence to build a lightsaber. He's failing at missions, right? He doesn't have that earned respect that Vader had because he had control of the Force. He had the rage. He had the cool lightsaber. Like, he had everything. So he could demand respect. Kylo is not there yet. He's got some mental things going on in his head. Some mushy stuff going on. He doesn't quite have it yet. So therefore he struggles. Therefore he struggles. Yeah, the whole Rey finding out she has the Force and plays mind tricks was... That's kind of what I thought that was strange. But the other piece of the puzzle on that was... I haven't seen Rogue One yet, by the way. I'm a failure of a Star Wars fan. I haven't seen Rogue One yet. Seven was... Yeah, whatever. Yeah. Phantom Menace was only okay because of Darth Maul, because Darth Maul was freaking amazing. Let's be honest with that. He died way too soon. But with Rey just realizing she's Force sensitive, right? you can see now how weak Kylo Ren's ability in the Force is, which is why the Galactic Empire doesn't respect him. Someone who just kind of figured out that she has the Force was able to fuck with his mind, right? You can see the struggle there because he knows how great his grandfather is. He knows the potential he has, and he left his training with Luke for whatever personal selfish reasons he had. And it's just showing you how truly weak he is. Which again leads me to saying we could see Kylo Ren becoming an awesome character, or we can see them failing. We'll have to see. Okay, so the Force being a lie. So one thing we have to keep in mind. Yeah, he did stop the laser beam. That was pretty cool. Yeah, please don't spoil anything for me. So back to Liver Spotted. You brought up a good point here about how people didn't understand the Force was a lie. So one thing we want to keep in mind, right? When Obi-Wan Kenobi finds Luke, well, he knew where Luke was, but when he starts to train Luke, who knew that Luke was that good, right? Obviously the Rebellion did. Obviously the Empire did, but guess what? The Death Star blew up and most of the Galactic Empire was kind of ruined. Most of it. The galaxy's huge, right? One Jedi remained. Luke Skywalker. One. And the majority of the bad guys, the Galactic Empire, who was controlling the entire galaxy, most of the people who knew about him are dead because they were on the Death Star. And now they're dead. So the idea of the Force being a lie, it's because people didn't know Luke. Right? They didn't know him. Now, if you go off the books, Luke actually starts a Jedi Academy. You go off the books. They really didn't talk too much about this. But he starts a Jedi Academy and tries to rebuild the Order, which is where you get now Kylo Ren and Rey, which was in the books. The children of Han Solo and Leia. Yes, in the books, they had two. They were twins. There was a boy and a girl. Kylo Ren and Rey? Question mark? We don't know. But and you're right, Liver Spotted. Luke wasn't that good, right? He had trouble with lightsaber duels. You're right, because he didn't even get to complete his training. Really, he didn't even get to complete his training. Were there 3 children in the book, Zachar? Were there 3? I only remember 2. I remember reading the book, I think it was called The Golden Sphere, and there was 2 of them. I thought. But they didn't really say that Luke really started up a Jedi Academy in this one, right? They said he trained Kylo. I don't remember them, again, it's been a little bit since I watched it, but I don't remember them saying that he was restarting the Order. Which now he's exiled off to the thing, and there's that. But what I was going to say on that whole line was, we need to figure out where Kylo Ren's going to go. We need to figure out what Rey's going to do, right? Yeah, the books were better than Episode 7. I agree with that. Yeah, I think you're right, Zekir. I think the book, or the movie did hint at the failed temple or school. I believe they did hint at that. I can't remember. It's been a bit since I've watched it. I watched it on launch night. But, yeah, exactly right. Liver Spotted. It's the Yavin 4 Jedi Outcast. Yeah. Right. But again, they hint at it in the movies, but they really don't get into details. So you're not quite, sold on that whole idea. But what I was going to say was,
Shit back. My schedule's pretty open.
we're not sure what Kylo's going to be. I think it's going to be up to the writers, right? Kylo could be a complete badass in the next movie or in the third of this trilogy, right? Episode 9. He could be a complete badass and we all bow down to him and say, okay, he's not Vader, but he's pretty cool, right? Or they could make him a whiny baby through the entire thing and he will measure up with the most hated characters in Star Wars history because they're bad, up there with Jar Jar Binks. So it just depends on what the writers want to do with him. He'll never top Vader. He'll never top Vader. And there will be no one that fills in that same role that Han Solo played either. These are just legendary characters that the actors just did so well at that we'll never see him again.
And suddenly you're little chunks of ex-captain.
Sure, it's tricky, but you've got the skill to get it here. Did I mention this?
Yeah, now that you say that, Zekir, I remember that. They suggest the whole reason, they suggest the reason he goes into exile, right? They don't outwardly tell you, they just kind of suggest at it. You're very true, Liverspot. I was actually looking forward to J.J. Abrams doing the movie because I thought he did an excellent job with Star Trek in general. I enjoyed those movies. I don't know if true Trek fans did. I'm not a huge Trekkie, but I enjoyed those movies. I'm a huge Star Wars fan, and I think he failed the franchise with the movie. I know a lot of people said it was a good movie, and sure, if you want a movie for just a movie, it was a good movie. You want a movie that fits the epicness of George Lucas' Star Wars franchise? He screwed the pooch. It was awful. It was awful. It was a good movie based on the prequels. So I kind of have a mixed opinion about that, right? I have a kind of a mixed opinion about that because I thought episode 1 was lacking, but I enjoyed Darth Maul. I wish he had more of a role. Episode 2 I thought was pretty trashy, but I did enjoy episode 3. Now, how much did I enjoy episode 3? I enjoyed episode 3 more than I enjoyed episode 4. But it wouldn't compare to episode 5 and 6 because 5 and 6 were amazing. But I enjoyed episode 3 more than I did 4. But episodes 1 and 2, aside from Darth Maul, were junk. Some people do agree that episode 3 is the best in the entire franchise. I wouldn't put it up there that high because I think 5 and 6 are better. But again, that's just my personal opinion. In my mind, my favorite is episode 5, followed by 6 closely, followed by 3 not as closely, followed by 4, 2, or followed by 4, 2, 1 and 7 are kind of equal in my mind. Yeah, Darth Maul was a character that they could have done so much with, and they kind of screwed the pooch on. He was an excellent villain, and he didn't have to say a damn thing. Like, he could have had the same level of evil villain awesomeness as Darth Vader. Maybe not equivalent because Darth Vader was just amazing, but he could have been up there as far as awesomeness had they kept him alive. I think he got a raw deal. I don't know what the whole conversation was, how he got that position, what he wanted, what he didn't want. There could have been a lot of negotiations where he's like, I only want to be a minor role and I only want to be in one movie. It could have been that easy. But I think that character had so much potential and he could have easily carried through all 3 movies in some way. Everyone's favorite is 5. It's not. It is my favorite just because I like the snow battle at the beginning, and I like Cloud City. Brucelli, I would, except I'm about to end the stream, so maybe another time. Yeah, he's Boba Fett level, right? Boba Fett was another character that was absolutely amazing, and we just didn't get enough of him. Thankfully, they kind of introduced him as a character. In the originals, so hopefully we'll be able to see something more about him maybe later. Because again, keep in mind, Boba Fett doesn't die in the pit. Right? He doesn't die in the pit. He actually survives, and a farmer on Tatooine actually heals him back up. So Boba Fett's, if you go by actual lore, is not dead. So we could easily see a reprise of Boba Fett. Will we? Don't know. We could, though. Anyways, guys, because of this awesome conversation, I went over time. Sorry, MMORPG.com. Sorry. It's chat's fault. Blame them. he might be dead. Yeah, non-canon book. Excuse me. Anyways, I want to thank everyone again for tuning in. Those people who tuned in late, I apologize. We had a great conversation tonight about Star Wars. We had a great conversation about MMORPGs and gaming in general, which is what you can expect with me. So thank you very much, everyone. Thank you again to our sponsor tonight, MMORPG.com. We will be back on their channels on Tuesday and Thursday of next week. But that's not all the Davrim you can get. I will be back on my channel tomorrow night at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time till 10 p.m. our normal slot. I'm not sure what game we're going to play. I don't know. But if you enjoyed the conversation, if you enjoyed the stream, you don't have to wait for Tuesday and Thursday nights to get more of me. Twitch.tv/Davrimgaming is where I'm at every night of the week other than Wednesday. So feel free to pop over and drop a follow and have more conversations. Sorry, we blame Biscuit. MMORPG.com. I'm very sorry we went over time. It was King Biscuit's fault. Chat just declared. They just revolted, and they are letting you know that it's Biscuit's fault. Damn it, Biscuit. Damn it. All right, anyways, guys, we will see you, if you tune into Twitch TV, we will see you tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, hopefully to have another great conversation as we work towards the affiliate program. So thank you very much, everyone. Have a good night. Have a safe evening. Have a good tomorrow. Have a safe tomorrow. And like always, take care of yourselves and each other. We'll see you tomorrow on Twitch TV. Bye, guys. Bye.